Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading channel, Wednesday Quickies edition. If this is the first time you're visiting with us, we want to extend to you a very warm welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If today is your birthday, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. Today we're doing another first look in what I think is a very exciting item, and this is a compressor, a small compressor, a portable compressor, whatever you want to call it, right? We used to have a pancake compressor in back when we were in Kansas, and along with another million things, we forgot it there. We didn't forget it. We didn't bring it along, I guess is a better term. So, but I want to show you and make a first look on this little device. This is a 2-gallon compressor, and its call to fame is actually that it is very quiet.
Ultra quiet series.
Ultra quiet, yeah. Like multi-pass, ultra
So-
quiet.
80% quieter than what?
Than a normal compressor.
Okay.
So we're going to test that, right? So stick around. Is it truly or is it just a waste? So for the longest time we have used this Campbell Housefield,
Campbell Hausfeld.
and that has worked very well for us. We've used it with pneumatic tools. We've used it to paint the house. We use it.
It stretched its power to paint the house a little bit.
Yes, it was not really the right one. It's only a 10-gallon, I believe. So it doesn't have a huge tank. But one of the major issues that it has is it's rather loud, right? And we're going to empty it using the compressed air
Air sprayer gun.
to hear how loud it is, and then we're going to bring. We will show you using a decibel meter. Can you calculate about a foot so we can be consistent with where we do the test? It is really not possible to talk over it, right? Especially on the distance. It is very loud, and that is the biggest downside to its performance, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do the same test with this. We'll just use air, and you can hear the difference in sound, right? I mean, I don't even have to raise my voice. And we're very close, where Elpida was measuring the decibels was just a few inches away, And the other good, it's done. I mean, it's full.
Right.
So, as you can hear, and I don't know, I mean, they claim 60 decibels, we're at 70. So, I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but it is not to me, it is whisper quiet, I say, right?
Comparatively, it's pretty quiet.
Like if we had that in the house or that in the house, this will drive us crazy, the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do some trim work, so this will come handy. This is the quietest compressor I've ever heard. How about you?
It's been a long time since I heard the pancake, so I'm not sure.
The pancake were actually louder than this.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, if you see, it has actually a dual piston motor or dual motors, which is partial the reason of why it is so quiet, right?
Okay.
I must say, I'm very impressed. It has a very nice cage around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feet, which I'm sure also contribute to the lack of vibration, and very big rubber feet.
So these are rubber feet that help insulate it. Mm-hmm.
It is easy to move around. Another thing that I like, especially since it's supposed to be portable, it has a cord management system.
Cord wrap.
What you will call it, yeah. I have no idea what this is, but it is here.
Okay.
Maybe it leaks water, or I don't know. I frankly don't have any idea.
The
But
instructions might tell you.
it fills up very quickly, as you heard. Like it is already back to full. So it empties quickly because it is only a 2-gallon tank versus a 20-gallon tank or a 10 we have in the other one. But even with that, for cleaning, we can use it because again, you know. I was going behind you. Actually, the blower is louder than the motor. You could barely hear it. And you're going to see it's going to reach the temperature, the pressure very, very quickly. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, its valve is louder than the compressor motors is, right? I'm very surprised. The quality is very good. What do you think, Elpida? I'm
Seems
very
like
impressed. I like that the valve to release the water is here. You just open it and release the water. Everything is protected, so the switch is protected. This is protected. This cage is really nice. I really like it. And also, it has 2 outlets that even our big one doesn't have 2 outlets, right? So if we're doing something with brad nails, this could easily drive brad nails for a long, long time. They actually say that it can shoot 1,000 finished nails in a single charge. And if you think that it takes less than 60 seconds to recharge, I mean, that is not a problem, right? Not at all. You will never do 1,000 nails in 1 second. It just won't happen. So you could do potentially 2. Now, doing 2 air pressure things wouldn't make a lot of sense because this is about the most wasteful tool, right? It takes the air out fully in one swap. You know, it doesn't do anything else. So this is the fastest way. I will demonstrate it. But even the 20-gallon one emptied fairly fast. Don't you think?
Is it 10 or 20? You keep
I
kind of
don't
switching
remember.
back and forth.
10, whatever. It makes no difference. But it is
The big
substantially
one.
bigger. I mean, you can see the size difference. If you want to show our viewers there. It is a substantive difference in size. Right?
Yep.
So I've heard about quiet compressors, and California Tools is a company that it is very well known for them. We are not associated with California Tools. We are not sponsored by them, but I can tell you they are far more expensive.
Who sent this to you?
Harbor Freight. This is a Harbor Freight thing.
Okay, so then California Tools is a different company?
California Tools is the one known for these tools.
Okay.
In fact, it might be the only other well-known company, you know.
Okay.
And Fortress is the high end of Harbor Freight. They have the Central Pneumatic, which is their entry one, and then I have my Go, I forget what it's called. That is the mid-range,
Okay.
and then this is Fortress, right? But the quality, I don't know if you want to come here and show on the side. It is very, very well made. I mean, it has an emergency release valve, like it should have, which is well protected. This will not accidentally ever be pulled, right? Something that had worried me on our old one, because it's right here on the side, and if we cut on something, it can be pulled by accident, right?
Okay.
So that's it, worth the hype. I have to tell you, I was skeptical. Definitely the price worth it. Right now, until March 3rd, this is on sale for $159, which I'm not saying it is cheap, but it is very reasonable, right? For a compressor. So after that, the price goes to $189. So if you need one before March 3rd, is the time to do it. And this is in every Harbor Freight, no coupon required. This is their
sale right now.
Their sale right now, right? I do like the dual motors. It is fairly light. I cannot find anything I don't like about it. How about you, Elpida?
Just at this first glance, it looks like it's a really nice machine. I do like the noise level, meaning it's much quieter than the other one.
This is from manufacturing. It's plastic strings.
Yeah, it's just plastic strings.
Yeah, it just arrived, so.
We can see it's still got the plastic over the gauges,
Yeah.
so that's fine. It's definitely not something I could do one-handed, but
You can actually just create it suction with the feet.
oh,
If I move it, here, let me record you moving it. It's not as hard as it feels.
okay, yeah.
I mean, it is a compressor, but it is movable. Easy to move. And this is nice.
It's no heavier than some of your other tools that
No,
we pick
actually,
up
I
and move
think
around.
it's probably a little heavier than our nail gun, but not much. And here it has a, I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see
it's a really nice grip.
You can put your fingers there. It is very well made. I love the roll cage, especially for something you might be moving around, putting in the back of a truck or something. This roll cage is awesome.
To help protect the motor and
Right.
such. Yeah, it's good.
Our pancake did not have any of these protections. Now, we never had any problem with it, but
we
it
didn't-
was very loud.
We didn't really take it anywhere.
No.
Like, we used it in a closet project in your house.
We
And,
used it inside because we knew this would drive us insane. I mean, this...
well, and hauling it up like 2 flights of
Right, it
stairs.
was very hard to pull up, but can you imagine that in that small space? It
we would have
be-
been deafened completely.
And I was thinking we need to fix our kitchen and we will need the staple, and that will drive us crazy, you know. Initially, I was thinking to maybe leave it in the outside and put
In the outside?
in the outside on the deck and use the long hose we have.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one, much more portable, much more ear-friendly. And that's not to say that you shouldn't wear ear protection, but this one's much more...
Well, Harbor Freight puts that just above library sound. I mean, that's what one of the sound volume levels that they use, not just Harbor Freight, everywhere, is library. And the loudest they use is a jet taking off. But you heard them and you saw the difference between the two. Like, I could not talk above the sound level of the old one.
Right.
I did not have to raise my voice for this one. In fact, you could barely hear the motor coming on over the sound of the air gun.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed it, but it is whisper quiet. And there is a chance that actually it sounds louder on video
Yeah.
because the camera has this, it likes to pick
Has the microphones to pick up extra sound.
big sounds. But I can tell you, we could carry a conversation with this on, don't you think? In fact, let's empty it again and we're going to keep our volume the same, or the conversation volume, and see if it is.
Okay.
All right, then this is my same volume.
Your same volume.
And you don't get, and
Yeah.
hopefully you can hear us over this. We can hear each other very well, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to yell. On that one, we have to yell.
If we can talk at all. Usually
Right.
we just don't even talk.
And it makes your ears ring. This doesn't make my ears ring, you know. This is very, very good. For first look, the paint job looks very good. The welds are nice, and I like that they nicely painted the welds, you know. Good quality hoses. I like the braided hose here that compresses the air. And I really like how convenient the water drain is, which is right here.
Yep.
Especially in an environment like ours, you need to evacuate water frequently because if it stays in the tank, it will rust the tank inside and will create a safety hazard, right? The tank can break and explode, and that will not be a happy day for you. In any case, I definitely gives it a thumb. Gives it?
You gives it.
I need English lessons. I definitely give it a thumb up or 5 thumbs up, as the case may be. How about you? With the initial impression?
Yeah. Thumb up.
As I said, I was very skeptical. I I would buy this, especially on the sale price. I think $150 is great. 180 gets a little, 109 actually gets a little more expensive. 179.99 is where it's going to go on March 4th. So if you want one, before March 4th is the time to do it, I think. Because a lot of tools, like this tool was almost that amount of money, or
The giant nail gun.
the nail gun, right? So, I mean, these days, $150 uncomfortably, unfortunately, is like dinner and a movie. I mean, you know, it's like...
Just about, yeah.
So, the price is very reasonable, I think, especially when you see the quality. I mean, everything seems to be very well. I even like the contours that they put black screws, you know, they didn't paint over the screws.
Yeah.
So clearly they painted before they had assembled it. I mean, little details. The button here, the dial here is very easy to work and very well labeled.
And I like that it has the red contrast.
Overall, I think you will see it use it more and more because, frankly, in our shop, the place that we have our normal one is a pain to get out every time, right? This we can grab and take wherever we need it to be. Now, this is not intended for painting. So if you want to paint something, this is not it. However, if you have those, what do you call them, those little spray, you know,
They're like little project spray painters.
yeah, you know, for arts and crafts. This is soft enough that you can use it, I think, with no problems, right? And those cost $150. And this probably will last you forever because those tend to have like a half a liter tank. I mean, they're very, very, very small tanks, right? Because they have very small volume of air they move. So in this tank, you probably can work hours. I mean, just,
Right.
I'm very pleased. I do recommend it. Again, I do not have any financial interest in this, but I am very impressed. This will not, and I don't know, when you first saw it, did you think Harbor Freight in your mind?
Oh, no, not immediately.
I mean, it is not the typical, and I'm not knocking Harbor Freight. We have plenty of Harbor Freight things, and we have had very good luck with them. In fact, our trailer is from Harbor Freight, and hopefully this week we'll receive that. But you expect not the most premium look on Harbor Freight. Let's be honest about it, right? This to me looks premium.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they could have improved anything. And again, it has two outputs, so if you use low volume tools, you can definitely use both of them at the same time. What other? It has an auto and an off switch, very reminiscent to my older ones, to the Pancake. The Pancake had a very similar switch, but much higher volume. Again, nice cable management. I'm not sure if that's a muff. I don't know what this is, but maybe I have to check and find out, right? And let's read the specs. 2 gallons, 135 psi, 2.1 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute at 90 psi. So that's a pretty good performance overall, right? Would you call it 80% quieter? I would, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, so I cannot evaluate it. And again, that's what you compare it to. If you compare it to our old one, it is much more than 28% lighter.
But something of the same size.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Overall, very, very pleased.
Okay.
Well, folks, this is our episode for today. I'm very excited to add this to our arsenal, and I'm sure you're going to see it used in our future projects. If you like this episode and you find it of use, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't hit the other button twice, share, like, subscribe. Let us know what else you might want to watch the Urban Homesteading channel. From Dr. Wizard, Elpida, and the Urban Homesteading channel, stay safe, wash your hands, get vaccinated,
Wear your masks.
wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart.
Please.
6 feet apart. And we're going to see you again with our next video. Stay safe, friends.